Clients, welcome back to my YouTube channel Maths for My Clients by MKB. So in the previous video I explained question number 1 to 25 of assignment number 6. Now today I'll explain you assignment number 6, question number 26 to 50. So I hope you understood the questions very well, and still if you are facing any difficulty in any question, you can send me the message through WhatsApp and I'll explain that question again for you. And today now you be ready to understand the remaining questions, and from these also if you are facing difficulty, please inform me. So thank you. So now be ready, start. So discussion of question number 26 to 50. The question number 26 is in the figure given below. So this is the figure given. ST line is parallel to QR. This ST line is parallel to this line QR. Then the value of X is. So where is X? X is this QS. We have to find out. So about this I have already taught you that if a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides at two distinct points T and S, then this line will divide the other two sides in the same ratio. Means PS upon SQ is equal to PT upon TR, or RT upon TP is equal to QS upon SP. So we'll use this and then we will solve this. We will get the value of X. You see the method. This is the triangle, and because TS is parallel to RQ, so we can apply BPT theorem. According to BPT, we can write QS upon SP and is equal to this RT upon TP. By putting this value, we will get X upon 4.5 is equal to 2 upon 3 by BPT, and if you will do the cross multiplication, you will get 3x is equal to 2 into 4.5. 2 into 4.5 is 9 upon 3. So 9 upon 3, it will go 3 times. So value of X is equal to 3. Now come to the next question. It is also of the same category, but in the previous case X was unknown here, now X is unknown is here. So in the given figure, ST line is parallel to QR, then we have to find out the value of X. So again ST is parallel to QR, so PS upon SQ is equal to PT upon TR. This we will apply. So see the solution for this. Given is TS is parallel to RQ, we have to find out the value of X, and because TS is parallel to RQ, then the ratio of the sides will be equal. So here PT upon TR is equal to PS upon SQ. So by writing this is by BPT. Now put the value. PT is equal to 3 upon TR is equal to 2 is equal to PS is equal to X and SQ is equal to 3. So X upon 3. Now do the cross multiplication. So 2x is equal to 9. So X is equal to 9 by 2. That is 4.5. So value of X will be 4.5. Now question number 28. So both the questions were of the same type. So same formula. Now question number 28. In the given figure, this is the figure here. Angle ABC is 90 degrees. So angle ABC is 90 degree given, and BD line is perpendicular to AC. So BD line is perpendicular to AC line. AB is equal to 5 centimeter. This is given 5 centimeter. BD is equal to 3 centimeter. So this BD is equal to 3 centimeter, and CD is equal to 5 centimeter. CD is this. This is 5 centimeter. We have to find out the value of BC. So BC line is this baseline. This we have to find out. So see how will you do it. So this is the diagram. In this case, this is 5, this is 5, this line is 3. We have to find out the value of BC. So given once again a figure is given in which angle ABC is equal to 90 degree, BD line is perpendicular to AC, AB is equal to 5, BD is equal to 3 and CD is equal to 5. We have to find out the value of BC. So for this we will take the triangle CBA and CDB. So CBA and CDB. So C, both the triangle name, we are starting from C. So by this angle will be common. So CBA and CDB. So CBA and CDB. So angle C is equal to angle C, it is common. And angle CBA in triangle CBA, this is 90 degree, and here CDB, this angle is also 90 degree. So angle CBA is equal to angle CDB, this is equal to 90 degree. So two angles are equal in two triangles, then these two triangles will be similar by angle similarity. So triangle CBA will be similar to triangle CDB, and I taught you if corresponding angles are equal, then the triangles are similar, and if triangles are similar, then sides will be proportional. So here we will write sides proportional. So CB upon CD is equal to BA upon DB is equal to CA upon CB. Right? Now CB upon CD. CD value is given 5. So is equal to 5. CB upon 5 is equal to BA is equal to 5 given upon DB. DB is given 3 is equal to CA. CA is equal to CA is not given here. So as it is upon CB. CB we have to find out, so we cannot put the value. So to get the value of CB, we will put only these two equal. This is not required. With the help of this, we will get 3. CB is equal to 5 into 5, 25. So CB is equal to 25 upon 3. That is 8.33. Right? So only here these two equal required. If you don't want, you can no need to write. But otherwise, this all things we can write. Now question number 29. In the given figure, DE line is parallel to BC line and AE is equal to 1 by 4 part of AC. AE line is 1 by 4 part of full line AC. AB is equal to 12, thus AB total length is 12 given. We have to find out AD. What is AD? So here DE line is parallel to BC. So it is very much clear we can apply BPT theorem. So in the figure, DE line is parallel to BC and it is given AE is equal to 1 by 4 AB AC and AB is equal to 12. So and from this equation AE is equal to 1 by 4 AC, we can write AE upon AC is equal to 1 by 4. So we will get AE upon AC is equal to 1 by 4 from this result. AD we want to find out. Now because DE is parallel to BC, we can apply BPT theorem. So AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC, but here full length AB is given. So we can use the result of BPT. According to the result, AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC. AD upon full length, AE upon full length. So AD upon AB, AB is equal to 12 and AE upon AC we have already calculated, so we can write 1 by 4. So AD into 4, 4AD is equal to 12. So AD is equal to 12 by 4. It will go 3 times and the value of AD will be equal to 3 centimeter. I hope you are understanding. Maximum application is of BPT theorem. So please understand it. So if you will do many questions, you will be able to do the question of this theorem. Now question number 30. In the given figure, angle A is this. It is equal to angle CED. This angle is equal to this. And if triangle CAB is similar to triangle CED, triangle CA and B is similar to triangle CED, it is given, then we have to find out the value of X. So in this case, what is given? One figure is given in which angle A is equal to angle CED. Angle A is equal to angle CED is given. It is marked here, and it is given triangle CAB is similar to triangle CED, right? So because these two triangles are similar and we have to find out the value of x, so we will start from here. So because triangle CAB is similar to triangle CED, and I told you if triangles are similar then angles are equal, if triangles are similar then sides are proportional. So I am writing because the triangles are similar, sides are proportional. So CA upon CE is equal to AB upon ED is equal to CB upon CD, right? So sides are proportional. Now we can substitute the value. CA total length, so it is 8 plus 7 upon CE. So CE, C and E, this is given 10. So 8 plus 7 upon 10 is equal to AB. Here AB is equal to x given, and upon ED. So E and D, ED is equal to 6 given. So that we will write 6. And CB is equal to total length, so 10 plus 2 upon CD. CD is equal to 8, it is given. So we will get 15 upon 10 is equal to x upon 6 is equal to 12 upon 8. And after that, by taking these two equal or by taking these two equal, we can find out the value of x. So here 2x is equal to 18, so x is equal to 18 by 2, that is 9. So we will get the value of x 9, right? So any two you can put equal and then you can simplify this. Now question number 31. Here in the given figure, DE line is parallel to BC. Then we have to find out the value of x. So again by BPT theorem we can write AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. So solution, triangle and one figure is given in which DE line is parallel to BC, and we have to find out the value of x. X is this AD. So because DE is parallel to BC, so by PPT theorem we can write AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. AD is equal to x upon DB is equal to 1 centimeter is equal to AE 4 centimeter upon EC 1.5. So remove the decimal. So it will be 40 upon 15. This we can cancel. So 8 upon 3 cross multiplication. So this will give you x is equal to 8 by 3, and if you will divide, you will get 2.66 centimeter. Right? So I hope you may be understanding now. First, because all the questions are of the same type and based on the same theorem, either BPT or on resultant of BPT. Now see the next question, number 32. DE line is parallel to BC and AD is equal to x and DB is equal to x minus 3, AE is equal to x plus 3 and EC is equal to x minus 1. We have to find out the value of x. So again same method, this triangle we can draw like this if you want. So by this application of BPT will be easy for us. So DE line is parallel to BC, we can write AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. So what is given? A figure in which DE line is parallel to BC. We have to find out the value of x. So because DE line is parallel to BC, we can apply BPT theorem. According to BPT theorem, AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. Right? Now put the value. AD is equal to x upon DB is equal to x minus 3 is equal to AE is equal to x plus 3 and EC is equal to x minus 1. Substitute these values and do the cross multiplication. So x into x minus 1 is equal to x minus 3 into x plus 3. So x into x minus 1 will be x square minus x, and here a plus b a minus b will be x square minus 9. X square cancelled. X will be transferred to that side, so plus x. 9 will be transferred to this side, so it will be plus 9. So x is equal to 9. Right? So very easy, only this question is in terms of x. It is x plus 3. Right? cross multiply x minus 3 into x plus 3. Now question number 33. Two angles of a triangle are congruent. It is given. Congruent means two angles are equal. Two angles of a triangle are congruent. Congruent means equal. So here, and not triangle congruent, two angles are congruent means two angles are equal. And the third angle has the measurement 30 degree. The measure of one of the congruent angle is, we have to find out one angle which two are equal here. So see, ABC is a triangle given. In this triangle, two angles are equal. It means let angle A is equal to angle B. So angle A is equal to angle B, and third angle is equal to given 30 degree. We have to find out either the value of angle A or the angle of B. Right? This, because these two are congruent. Congruent means two angles are equal. A is equal to B. So you know the sum of all three angles is 180 degrees. So by angle sum property we can write angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. But angle A and angle B are equal, so let angle A is equal to angle B is equal to x. So in place of this we can write x, in place of this also x, plus in place of C 30 degree is equal to 180 degree, x plus x 2x is equal to 180 degree minus 30 degree. It will be 150 degree. So x is equal to 150 upon 2, so 75 degree. And x is equal to 75 degree, but x was equal to A and x was equal to B also. So A or B, each angle will be 75 degree. Angle A is also 75 degree and angle B is also 75 degree. Question number 34. If you will see, actually if you will read the questions, these are very easy, only application of the theorem. So DE line is parallel to BC line given. AD is equal to x and DB is equal to x minus 5, AE is equal to x plus 5 and EC is equal to x minus 2. Then what is the value of x? This is the question. This is the answer. What is given? A figure in which DE line is parallel to BC, AD is equal to x, DB is equal to x minus 5, AE is equal to x plus 5 and EC is equal to x minus 2. These are given. We have to find out the value of x. So because DE line is parallel to BC line, so we can write AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC by BPT theorem. Now substitute the value. AD is equal to x upon DB is equal to x minus 5 is equal to AE is equal to x plus 5 upon EC, that is x minus 2. So cross multiply x into x minus 2 is equal to x minus 5 into x plus 5. So x into x into x square minus 2x is equal to x plus 5 into x minus 5 is x square minus 25. X square will be cancelled after transferring, and this minus 2x will become plus 2x this side and minus 25 will be 25 this side. So 2x is equal to 25, so x is equal to 25 by 2, that is 12.5, right? So we will get the value of x. So there are two questions of the same type in terms of x. Now question number 35. It is important one. So please understand this question carefully. In the figure, so this is the figure, what is given? AE is extended. AE line, this is extended side of the parallelogram ABCD. So ABCD is a parallelogram, AD side is extended up to E. If BE line, so this is BE line, this is intersecting CD line. So BE line, this line is intersecting this line at point F. Then triangle ABE is similar to which triangle? This we have to find out. So we have to see triangle A, B and E. This big triangle is similar to which triangle? This we have to find out. You see the method. What is given? Given is a figure in which ABCD is a parallelogram and BF intersect DC at F. So in this case, because we want to find out triangle ABE is similar to which triangle, so we will take this triangle only. So for this, AD is parallel to BC. This line AD is parallel to BC because opposite side of a parallelogram are parallel. So we can say DE line is also parallel to BC. Now we will take this triangle. So AEF, A, E and F, or we can take AEB. In these two triangles, in triangle AEB and in triangle this B, C and F, in these two triangles, angle at E, that is AEB or AEF, this angle and this angle, angle CBF, these two angles are alternate interior angles, so these two are equal. And because ABCD is a parallelogram, so angle A will be equal to angle C. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So in triangle ABE and in triangle CFB, in these two triangles, two angles are equal. Therefore, triangle ABE is similar to triangle CBF. Triangle ABE will be similar to triangle CBF, because angle at A will be equal to angle at C and angle at E will be equal to angle at this ABE. This will be equal to at B. So once again, if something wrong is there, I am explaining once again. We will take triangle ABE and triangle CFB. These two triangles we will take. Angle A and angle C will be equal. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. And this angle and this angle, these are alternate interior angles. Two angles are equal, so triangles are similar. So triangle ABE is similar to triangle CFB. It is CFB, not CBF, it is CFB by angle similarity. So if you want, I can explain this question again. Now come to question number 36. In the given figure, so one figure is given. In this, E is a point on side CB. So CB line is this is extended, and E is a point on this CB produced of an isosceles triangle ABC. So ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB is equal to AC. AB line and AC line are equal. If AD is perpendicular to BC, so AD line is perpendicular to BC, so this angle is 90 degree, then triangle ABC is similar to, triangle ABC is similar to which triangle? This we have to find out. So for this, what is given? A figure in which triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle, and because this is an isosceles triangle, in this it is given AB is equal to AC. AB side is equal to AC side given. And AD is perpendicular to BC. E is any point on BC produced. So we have to prove that, we have to find out that triangle ABD is similar to which triangle, right? So ABD is similar to which triangle, this we want to find out. So AB is equal to AC, so angle opposite to them are equal. In a triangle, if two sides are equal, angle opposite to them are equal. So angle at B will be equal to angle at C. So these two angles are equal. Now we will take the triangle ABD, and we will take the triangle ECF. In these two triangles, angle at B is equal to angle at E because these two sides are equal. Angle opposite to them are equal. So angle at B will be equal to angle at C, and angle ADB is equal to angle CFE. Each angle is 90 degree. So two angles are equal, then triangles are similar. So triangle ABD is similar to triangle ECF by angle similarity. Now question number 37. In the given figure, OA upon OC is equal to OD upon OB given, and angle A is equal to angle C. is given, you have to find out angle OBC. So to find angle OBC, first of all we can take AOD and BOC. In these two triangles, angle A is equal to angle C given, angle A is equal to angle 2 equal. So two angles are equal, therefore triangles are similar. Right? So triangle AOD is similar to triangle COB. AOD similar to COB. But you know, as the triangles are similar, then corresponding angles are equal or sides are proportional. So here, because the triangles are similar, so their corresponding angles will be equal. So corresponding angles or alternate angles will be equal. So here this angle AOD is equal to angle BOC or COB. It is already given. Now angle ODA, this angle, and angle OBC, these two angles will also be equal because the triangles are similar. From this, triangles are similar, so corresponding angles will be equal. So these two angles will be equal. So angle OBC will be equal to angle ODA. Right? Now come to question number 38. In the given figure, angle ABC is equal to 90. ABC is equal to 90 degree, and BD line is perpendicular to AC. If BD is equal to 8 centimeter, BD is equal to 8 centimeter, AD is equal to 4 centimeter, then what is the value of CD? This we have to find out. To see the solution for this. In this question, a figure is given in which angle ABC is 90 degree, BD line is perpendicular to AC, BD is equal to 8, AD is equal to 4 centimeter, CD we want to find out. So in triangle CBA, C, B and A, like this clockwise, and triangle CDB anti-clockwise. So one CBA clockwise, anti-clockwise CDB. In these two triangles, angle C is equal to angle C, it is common, and angle CBA and angle CDB each will be 90 degree. If two angles are equal, triangles will be similar by angle-angle similarity. So triangle CBA is similar to triangle CDB. Similarly, angle A will be equal to angle DBC because these two triangles are similar. Because of this, so third angle will be equal. Now, triangle ABC and triangle ADB. ABC and triangle ADB. In these two triangles, angle A is equal to angle A, angle ABC will be equal to angle ADB by angle-angle similarity, and in triangle ADB and triangle BDC, ADB and BDC. In these two triangles, angle A is equal to angle DBC. It is already proved because these two triangles are similar. And after that, angle ADB is equal to angle BDC. This is 90. So two angles are equal, so triangles are similar. So triangle ABD will be similar to triangle BDC. Right? So because these two triangles are similar, then sides are proportional. So AD upon BD is equal to DB upon DC is equal to AB upon BC. Right? After this, we can put the value AD is equal to 4, BD is equal to 8. So 4 upon 8 is equal to DB is equal to 8 upon DC. DC we want to find out. CD or DC same. So do the cross multiplication. So 4 into DC is equal to 8 into 8, 64. So DC is equal to 64 divided by 4. It is equal to 16. So DC is equal to 16 centimeter. Now question number 39. In the given figure, angle ABC is 90 degree and BD is perpendicular to DC. AB is equal to 5.7, BD is equal to 3.8 and CD is equal to 5.4. We have to find out the value of BC. So in this case, what is given? A figure in which angle ABC is equal to 90 degree, BD is equal to 3.8, DC is equal to 5.4, AB is equal to 5.7 centimeter, and BC we want to find out. Now we will take triangle ADB and triangle BDC. So ABD and BDC. In these two triangles, angle ADB will be equal to angle BDC 90 degree, and angle A will be equal to angle DBC. Angle A will be equal to angle DBC by angle sum property. And because two angles are equal, then triangles are similar. So triangle ADB will be similar to triangle BDC by angle similarity, and if triangles are similar, then sides are proportional. So AD upon BD is equal to DB upon DC is equal to AB upon BC. Right? Now substitute the value. AD upon BD is equal to 3.8, DB is equal to 3.8 upon DC 5.4, AB is equal to 5.7 upon BC. Now one time these two equal, this will give you AD, and second time these two equal, this will give you BC. But in this case we want to find out BC, so we will take these two equal, and from this you will get 3.8 upon 5.4 is equal to 5.7 upon BC, and after simplification we will get BC is equal to 5.7 into 5.4 upon 3.8, and after simplification we will get 16.2 upon 2, and this is equal to 8.1. So BC is equal to 8.1 centimeter. Now question number 40. In the given figure, DE line is parallel to BC and AE is equal to 1 by 4 AC. AE line is 1 by 4 part of this, and AB is equal to 6 centimeter. It is given. Then we have to find out what is the value of AD. So this type of question we have already done, but once again here the measurements are different. So triangle ABC is given, DE line is parallel to BC, and AE is equal to 1 by 4 AC. So from this, AE upon AC will be equal to 1 by 4, and AB is equal to 6 full length is given. We want to find out AD, this much. So because DE line is parallel to BC, we can apply BPT theorem. So AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. But in this case, AB length is given, so we will use the result of BPT, not BPT, but the result of BPT. According to that, AD, side of small triangle upon side of big triangle, upon AB. So AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC. Right? After this, AD we want to find out upon AB 6 is given, and AE upon AC from this we will get AE upon AC will be equal to 1 by 4. So here we will write 1 by 4, and after this cross multiply. So 4 into AD is equal to 6. So AD is equal to 6 by 4. This is equal to 3 by 2, and 3 divided by 2 is 1.5 centimeter. So this is the 40th question. Now question number 41. In the given figure, angle A is equal to angle CED. This angle and this angle equal. Triangle CAB is similar to CED. We have to find out the value of x. So this type of question also we have already done. So once again, those triangles which are similar given, triangle CAB is similar to CED. These are given similar. So we will start from here. So triangle CAB is similar to triangle CED. It is given. And if triangles are similar, then sides are proportional. So we can write CA upon CE is equal to AB upon ED is equal to CB upon CD. Right? Sides are proportional. Now in this we will substitute the value. CA is equal to total, so 8 plus 7 is upon CE is equal to 10. So 8 plus 7 upon 10 is equal to AB is equal to 9 upon ED is equal to x. So 9 upon x, and is equal to CB is equal to 10 plus 2, 12 upon CD is equal to 8. Right? So after substituting we will get 7 plus 8 upon 10 is equal to 9 by x, because we want to find out the x. So we can take first and second term equal, cross multiply. So 15 into x is equal to 9 into 10, 90. So x is equal to 90 by 15, and it will go 6 times. So x is equal to 6 centimeter. Now you come to question number 42. The perimeter of two similar triangles are given 25 centimeter and 15 centimeter respectively. So if one side of the first triangle is equal to 9 centimeter, then we have to find out the corresponding side of the other triangle. So what is given here? Perimeter is given and one side of one triangle is given and corresponding side of other triangle we want to find out. So for this we should learn this formula. If two triangles are similar, then what will happen? Perimeter of triangle 1 upon perimeter of triangle 2 will be equal to ratio of the corresponding sides. Means first side of the first triangle upon first side of the second triangle. So if you know this formula, just substitute the value. Perimeter of first one is 25 upon perimeter of second triangle 15 is equal to first side of the first triangle is 9 and first side of the second triangle, this we want to find out. So cross multiply. So we will get first side of second triangle will be equal to 9 into 3 upon 5. So 27 upon 5, this will be equal to 5.4 centimeter. Right? So in this case, you have to learn this formula, and this type of questions are in your NCERT textbook exercise. So when you will try, that time you can learn this formula. Actually, this is the result of one question. Question number 43. In triangle DEF and triangle PQR, angle D and angle E given 70 and 80, and in the second triangle angle Q is 80, angle R is equal to 30 given. Right? And if triangle DEF is similar to triangle PQR, then what will be the value of the angle? So in this case, what is given? Triangle DEF and triangle PQR are similar. So for this, these are the two triangles DEF and triangle PQR, and these two are similar, it is given. So once again, I am reading what is given. Two triangles DEF and triangle PQR, these given such that angle D is equal to 70, angle E is equal to 80, and in the second triangle, angle Q is equal to 80, angle R is equal to 30, and it is given that triangle DEF is similar to triangle PQR. And regarding this, if two triangles are similar, I taught you, if two triangles are similar, then corresponding angles are equal, and if two triangles are similar, then corresponding sides are proportional. So here we want to find out about the angle, so we will write if triangles are similar, then corresponding angles are equal. So because triangle DEF is similar to triangle PQR, so we can write angle at D will be equal to angle at P. So angle D is equal to angle P, and D angle is equal to 70, so angle P will be equal to 70. Similarly, angle at F will be equal to angle at R. So F will be equal to, R is equal to 30 degree already given, so angle F will be equal to 30 degree. So unknown angles are 70 degree and 30 degree. Angle P is 70, angle F is equal to 30 degree. Now question number 44. This is, in this case, areas are given, and for areas I have already taught you the theorem, area theorem. If two triangles are similar, then ratio of the areas equal to the ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. This was the statement of area theorem. Right? So these theorems we will revise once again. In one more video I will explain you the theorems. Now you see the application of that theorem. Area of two similar triangle theorem. So the areas of two similar triangles are 169 centimeter square and 121 centimeter square respectively. If the largest side of the larger triangle is 26, then longest side of the smaller triangle is what? This we ought to find out. So for this, see how will you do. So what is given? Areas of two triangles 169 centimeter square and 121 centimeter square, and longest side of the larger triangle is 26 and longest side of the smaller triangle we have to find out. So we know if triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, if two triangles are similar, then area theorem is this, says area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR is equal to ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. So corresponding sides are AB and PQ. So AB square upon PQ square is equal to BC upon QR. So BC upon QR square is equal to AC square upon PR square, right? So this is the theorem. This is the result of area theorem. If two triangles are similar, this result is there. So we will apply this result, and in this case, this we can suppose as longer side of the first triangle, and this is the longer side of the second triangle. So this formula we can apply. So area of triangle ABC we can write 169 centimeter square upon area of PQR we can write 121 centimeter square, and here longest side of the first triangle is 26 square upon PQ square. This we will find out. So the 169 is the square of 13, 121 is the square of 11. So we can write 13 upon 11 power 2. And this 26 upon PQ whole square we can write, and square cancelled. So 13 upon 11 is equal to 26 upon PQ, or 13 PQ is equal to 26 upon 11. So PQ is equal to 26 into 11 upon 13. By 13 we can cut, it will go 2 times. 2 into 11, it is equal to 22 centimeter. So we will get PQ is equal to 22 centimeter. What is PQ? PQ is the longest side of the smaller triangle. So longest side of the smaller triangle will be 22 centimeter. So please write it nicely in your notebook. Question number 45. It is also based on the same theorem. So this will be the revision. If you are not able to understand in the previous one, here you will understand. But here little difference is there. That is, difference is in place of corresponding sides, here it is corresponding heights. So what is the formula? What is the method? So this is actually the result of one question from your exercise. So see the method. So here what is given? Area of triangle, first triangle 81 centimeter square, area of second triangle 49 centimeter square. We have to find out ratio of the corresponding altitudes here, corresponding heights. So for this, you should know this. If two triangles are similar, the ratio of the areas is equal to ratio of their corresponding heights power 2, right? So this is the formula. Ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to square of the ratio of their corresponding heights. This is the formula. So area of the first triangle upon area of the second triangle is equal to square of the height of the first triangle and square of the height of the second triangle. So square area of the first triangle 81 centimeter upon 49 centimeter square is equal to, and heights ratio we want to find out, so h1 upon h2 whole square. Here 81 is the square of 9, 49 is the square of 7, so we can write 9 by 7 whole square is equal to h1 upon h2 whole square. Square we can cancel, so 9 by 7 is equal to h1 upon h2. So ratio of h1 and h2 will be 9:7, right? Now come to question number 46. A ladder is 25 meter long, reaches to the window of a building 20 meter above the ground. The distance of the foot of the ladder from the building is. So here we will find out the distance between the foot of the ladder and the building, right? So see the method. So in this case, AC is the building, AB is the ladder. So this is the ground, this is the building, and this is the ladder. So we have to find out between the foot of the ladder and the foot of the building, that is BC distance. So now, because all the walls on the ground are making 90 degree, so this angle will be 90 degrees, so we can apply Pythagoras theorem, because this will be a right triangle. According to Pythagoras theorem, a perpendicular square plus base square is equal to hypotenuse square. So perpendicular square 20 square plus x square is equal to 25 square. So x square is equal to 25 square, 20 square will go to that side, so it will be minus 20 square. Here a square minus b square formula, so a plus b, a minus b. So 25 plus 20 and 25 minus 20. Don't do the square here. So you will get 45 into 25 minus 25. So 45 into 5, this will be 225, and this is the square of 15. Why I am writing? Because I can cancel the power. So cancel the power here, so you will get x is equal to 15. And x was the distance between the foot of the ladder and the foot of the building. So distance between these two will be equal to 15 meter. Right? So it is based on Pythagoras theorem. Now question number 47. The hypotenuse of a right triangle is 6 meter more than the twice of the shortest side. So in this type of questions, to make the equation, you have to read the question carefully to understand what is given. So hypotenuse of a right triangle, it means right triangle is given and the hypotenuse is 6 meter more than twice of the shortest side. So in a triangle there will be one shortest side and the longer side will be hypotenuse and second side will be bigger than the first side. So the third side, if the third side is 2 meter less than hypotenuse, so third side is 2 meter less than hypotenuse and hypotenuse is 6 meter more than double of shortest side. Then we have to find out the sides of the triangle. What are the sides? So hypotenuse is 6 meter more than twice the shortest side. So understand it. Triangle ABC is a right triangle given. In this right triangle, we have to find out what are the sides of this triangle. Here, I am supposing BC is the shortest side. Let BC is the shortest side. So let BC is equal to x. This is x, and it is given the hypotenuse is 6 centimeter more than double of twice of shortest side. Shortest side is x, so twice of this is 2x and 6 centimeter more. So 2x plus 6 will be the value of hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is AC. AC will be equal to 2x plus 6. Now about the third side, that is AB. It is given 2 less than hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is AC, that is 2x plus 6. From this 2 less, so minus 2. So you will get 2x plus 4. This is the value of third side. So AB is equal to 2x plus 4. BC is equal to x and hypotenuse AC is equal to 2x plus 6. And because this is a right triangle, we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Perpendicular square plus base square. AC we have calculated here. It is 2x plus 6 whole square is equal to AB. AB is 2x plus 4 whole square plus BC is equal to x square. Here A plus B whole square formula. So A square, that is 4x square, plus B square 36, 6 square 36 plus 2AB. So 2 to the 4, 6 the 24x. Here A plus B whole square, so A square means 4x square plus 4 square is 16 and 2AB. So 2 into 2x into 4. So 2 to the 4 to the 8, right? To the 16 x plus x square. Now 4x square when you will transfer, so it will be cancelled. So left side I am putting 0 and all the terms I am transferring to other side. So I will get x square plus 16x, 24x will go to that side, so minus 24x plus 16 and 36 will go to that side, so it will be minus 36. So x square plus this you will subtract, so 24 minus 16 minus 8x plus 36 minus 16, so minus 20. So we will get this equation x square minus 8x minus 20 is equal to 0. And after that, by the method of splitting the middle term, we can simplify this. So 8x we can write 10x minus 2x. After opening the bracket, we will get x square minus 10x minus minus plus 2x minus 20 is equal to 0. From first two terms, x common. So we will get x minus x outside, so only minus 10 plus 2 common. So x here minus 20 divided by 2 minus 10. This value bracket and this value bracket should be same. If these are not same, answer is wrong. Your solution is wrong. So now this bracket is common. So we'll get x plus 2 in the second bracket is equal to 0. Now product of two quantities is equal to 0. So either first bracket is equal to 0 or second bracket is equal to 0. So from the first we got x minus 10 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 10. Second bracket is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 2. But x is the length of the side and length of the side cannot be negative. So this we will neglect. So positive side we will take as answer. So the shortest side was equal to x. So this is equal to 10 centimeter. And hypotenuse was equal to 2x plus 6. So 2 into, in place of x 10, plus 6. So 2 times are 20 plus 6, 26. And third side was equal to 2x plus 4. So 2 into x means 10 plus 4. So 20 plus 4, that is equal to 24. So we got all three sides, right? So this is the method of finding all three sides. It is also a good question. Please do the practice carefully. Now come to question number 48. P and Q are the midpoints of the sides CA and CB of a triangle ABC. Right angle at C. So this triangle is right angle triangle in which one angle C 90 degree. We have to find out what is the value of 4AQ square. Right? So see the method. How will you find out? So ABC, it is the right angle at C. P is the midpoint of AC and Q is the midpoint of BC. It is given. We have to find out value of 4AQ square. It is square. Here 4AQ square we want to find out. So for this we will join AQ, and because this angle is 90 degree, so triangle ACQ, in this we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse AQ square is equal to perpendicular AC square plus CQ square base square. So by this you will get AQ square is equal to AC square plus, in place of CQ we can write BC upon 2 whole square. Why? Because Q is the midpoint, so CQ will be equal to half of BC, right? So after opening this bracket you will get BC square upon 4. So left side AQ square, here we can take LCM. So we will get 4AC square plus BC square upon 4, and by this 4 we will do the cross multiplication. So 4AQ square is equal to 4AC square plus BC square. So this is the value of 4AQ square, right? Now 49th question. In triangle ABC, D and E are the midpoints of triangle of side AB and AC respectively. That the ratio of the areas of triangle ADE and area of triangle ABC. We have to find out the area ratio of triangle ADE and ABC. This we have to find out, right? So see the method. So triangle ABC and ABC is triangle given. Here D and E are the midpoints. It is given. We have to find out what will be the value of ratio of areas. Area of triangle ADE upon area of triangle ABC. This we want to find out. So to do this, area theorem I have already taught you. The ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. This theorem I have already taught you. So it should come in your mind automatically. So we should try to prove these two triangles similar. So for this we will take these two triangles ADB and ADE and ABC, and we will try to prove them similar. So for this, whatever is given we will use that. What is given? D and E are the midpoints. It is given. So by midpoint theorem, which you have learned in 9th class, the line joining the midpoints is always parallel to the third side and equal to half of it. So by that theorem, DE is parallel to BC and DE will be equal to half of BC. So I am taking the help of this because DE is parallel to BC. So angle ADE will be equal to angle ABC and angle AED will be equal to angle ACB, or we can say angle A is equal to angle A common. So two angles equal. So angle A is equal to A in both the triangles, and angle ADE and angle ABC, these two are equal corresponding angles. So two angles are equal, therefore these two triangles are similar by angle similarity. So triangle ADE, small one, is similar to triangle ABC, right? And if triangles are similar, we can apply ratio of the areas theorem. So area of triangle ADE upon area of triangle ABC will be equal to AD upon AB whole square, DE upon BC whole square, AE upon AC whole square, right? After that, AD line is half of AB because D is the midpoint. So we can write half of AB upon AB whole square. These no need to write because with the help of this we can get the value. So AB cancels, we will get half power 2, and half square is equal to 1 by 4. So ratio will be 1:4. So ratio of the areas will be equal to 1:4 or 1 by 4. Now come to the last question. Question number 50. In two similar triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR, the corresponding altitudes AD and PN are in the ratio 4:9. We have to find out the ratio of their areas. So for this, I have already told you the formula once again. The ratio of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to ratio of the squares of their corresponding altitudes. This is the formula, and this is not the theorem. It is the result of one question from the exercise of your textbook. So here, ratio of the altitudes of two triangles given, ratio of the areas we want to find out. And if two triangles are ABC and PQR, and if they are similar, if triangle ABC and triangle PQR are similar, I have already given you the formula that ratio of the areas equal to ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides here. And we have already we can prove this also, that ratio of the corresponding sides is equal to ratio of their altitudes. This we can prove, or this formula we can use directly also. Ratio of the areas is equal to ratio of the squares of their corresponding altitudes, right? So this we can prove by taking two triangles and by drawing altitudes. So by applying this formula, we will get area ABC upon area PQR is equal to H1 upon H2 whole square, and H1 upon H2 value is given 4/9 whole square, so it will be 16 upon 81. So ratio is 16 upon 81. So that's all for today. So I explained you question number 26 to 50. So thank you very much. Patiently you are listening me, and I'm trying to understand, and still give your feedback. If you want to ask any question, please WhatsApp me. I'll explain that question again for you. I am for you, so please inform me. And regarding today's video, I sent you a message. You please write your name, class and section in the comment box. But still many of you have not written this. So tomorrow I am going to send the message through the message that how many of you have given, and those who have not given, I am going to call their parents. I'll send a message, and later on we can take the action accordingly, right? So thank you. Please do the work nicely in your notebook. All the best. Take care. Don't go out. Thank you.